Welcome everybody to part 4 and the final part of the VGT series. This is round 1. We have a brand new car this time, the Peugeot VGT. A very tricky car to handle. You have to brake way earlier than previous cars. And the acceleration is pretty mighty. So you have to be very careful on power. Very careful going into corners because you will overshoot if you don't have your braking points down. But that's enough of that. Let's get the first lap guide for the Red Bull Ring out of the way. Let's get onto this. Coming across the line. Be careful not to get a penalty on the last corner. We're going to stay in 5th gear and we are braking just at the 150 board. And we're going to go over to the left hand side to get on the curb. Use all the track you can. Down to 2nd gear for this one. Down to 2nd, counter this slightly, get on the power when you know you won't spin out to the right. Quick changes, as you can see the revs are rising nicely. Now for this one, as soon as you get to just before the 150 board, let's go on a little bit further. You can see I'm coming off the power at about 165 out from the corner. And you're going to brake all the way down to 1st gear, stay on the left on the curb again, and then as soon as you hit 1st gear, quick up to 2nd and try and make the apex. Let's go for this one. Down to 1st, then quick up to 2nd, get on the curb there. Very careful on power on exit again. And you're going to stay in 5th gear I think for this one. No, I go to 6th, and I am braking just before the 150 there. I think we'll go back a second and we'll do it again, do it properly, so I can get the braking point. The braking points are so early in this car. So as soon as you get to 6th gear near enough, you're braking. There's this start of the curb here. Now let's go on just a little bit further. Nope, a little bit more. As you can see, I'm now coming off the power again at about 160, 165 out. Down to 2nd gear for this one, and you want to coast through the apex and be very wary on power on the way out. Down to 2nd, coast, just touch the curb, get on. Very careful on the power. Now for this one, you watch, I'm feathering the throttle a bit because the car will understeer away. This one we are braking about 60 metres out, and we're going to go down to 2nd again and hold it in 2nd round the corner. Get on the curb, get on the power, out onto this curb, down to 2nd again. Hold the power, very careful here, feather the throttle once more. And for this one we are braking just after the 150 board. And I think we go down to 3rd or 2nd, not too sure. Stay in 3rd, yeah. Careful on the power once more, and then we are braking just before the end of the Austrian flag on the left hand side. 10 metres before that first yellow sausage you see there. And again, I think we go down to 2nd, cut right in here. Use the curb on the way out. And that is a 121, that's a very tough lap here, so what we'll do is we'll do it out of car. Very careful with track limits, the last corner on both sides of the track. So down to 2nd, cut in. Don't touch that yellow sausage and get on the power as soon as you're pretty much straight. Get the wheel straight early if you can. Up to 6th, here we are braking just at the start of the curb basically. Down to 2nd, 1st, up to 2nd again. Very careful on power. There's your braking point. Down to 2nd, just turn the car in, let the car try and get in. Then when you know you're on the curb and you're not on the green stuff, get out of the car. This car is very wide as well, so it's going to be tough to overtake, especially at parts like this. Up on the curb, as you can see the car's so wide to stay well on the red and white there. Very careful on the throttle on exit these corners, using all the grass there as well. There's the braking point just before the 100. 140 maybe. Down to second. Come onto the corner. Keeping wheels in the track at all times. I'm not sure lap for round one. It is a tricky car. Great new car to start with. So we'll see you soon. Cheers.